So the United Nations has sent various international teams to KZN to assist in flood relief and recovery efforts. To date, the KZN government is still searching for at least 60 people who are still missing following the floods, which actually took place almost 2 weeks ago now. At this stage, officials say that they're searching for bodies in order to give families closure. Many victims are also still trying to rebuild their lives after losing their homes in this crisis. For more on this, let's bring in Unicef South Africa representative Christine Muhigana, who joins us via our video link this morning. And it's lovely to have you on the program, Christine. Thanks so much indeed for making time. Part of your teams have been in KwaZulu-Natal for quite some time now. I wonder what you make of the strategy as a start from the KZN government, moving away now from finding people alive, grim as that is to say, to finding bodies in order to give families some kind of closure.
Yes, good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you this morning, not only on behalf of UNICEF, but on behalf of the UN country team here in South Africa, which, as you said, is trying to support as much as we can, as quickly as we can, the relief efforts that are going on in KZN following the floods. Yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking to think that you stop looking for people who are alive and trying to recover bodies so that people can have closure. But it is important, and it is important to give people that closure, and it is also important for us to be there. We will be there particularly for children who may have lost their parents, their caregivers, with psychological support, because in this particular situation, mental health issues are going to be something that needs a great focus, a great attention from those who are providing relief. It's going to be very important to have people there who know how to deal with grief, how to deal with the people who are bereaved, and particularly in our case, making sure that we pay particular attention on how children will be impacted in this situation.
Yeah, and perhaps as you do that, get us a sense of what kind of strategy you're taking on, because experts will tell you that in a moment that's been as dramatic as what's taken place in KZN, it's usually only after a few weeks that the gravity of what's taken place actually hits people. And it's a lot to process for an adult, let alone for a child who's still processing what it means to be in this world.
Absolutely. So the strategy is to be there in the long haul. You have to be there when something happens. You have to accompany the child, the family, as they process. As you said, it may take, a little bit of time for things to sink in. And then to continue to be there. I'm thinking of making sure that teachers, for example, in school, I saw on the news yesterday that some of the kids are able to go back to school with some difficulty, but they're going back. So when they are in school, when some sense of normalcy settles back in, the impact may hit them, and it will be very important for teachers, for people in schools, for example, to be equipped to deal with possible trauma that children will demonstrate or show. It will be important for also children to know how to deal with it themselves. They need to be given tools. They need to be equipped to know, for example, it's okay to cry. It's okay to talk about the stress that you're going through, and it's important for them to know where to go to, who to reach out to for support and assistance.
Yeah. Because of just the scale of the calamity that we saw unfold in KwaZulu-Natal, it's actually not far-fetched to think of scenarios where children have been left completely destitute. They don't know where to begin. Their immediate caregivers sadly have passed on. How do you respond to those instances where you've got a child in front of you who's got nowhere else to go, but obviously also needs to rebuild in one way or the other.
Yeah, so we working with our partners on the ground. It's very important for us to be working with and through entities or community-based organizations that are very close to those children. If it's not possible for the child to be taken in, close relatives, family, or remain in the close family, we need to be there to make sure that any foster care arrangement is done sensitively, is done adequately and appropriately. And we're actually working with the Department of Social Development to make sure that we have a sense of where and who those children are. We're going to have an assessment rolled out very, very soon. This afternoon, a team of Unicef colleagues will be meeting with the Department of Social Development here in Pretoria to roll out an assessment tool that allows us, through social care workers who go door to door, to know where the children are, what it is that they're going through, what are their needs, are they not going back to school, are they missing out on health care that they were normally having, isn't there a protection issue? We're actually quite concerned about the ongoing response and recovery, possibly underestimating protection issues. People have been in shelters. There's a lot of stress in the families. So what is going on behind closed doors with the children, with vulnerable people, with handicapped people? So we want to make sure that we have a sense of what is going on and how we can quickly tailor the response that's being provided to children and family, with the Department of Social Development, with our partners who are in the communities on the ground, who have a good sense of, what is in the best interest of those children.
Yeah, we certainly get a sense that the immediate crisis may be behind us, but the many challenges it came with are still definitely still with us. Thank you very much for your time. Really do appreciate it.